Hi, I'm April Davis, matchmaker and dating coach at LUMAsearch.com. The concept of high-value men and women seems to be perpetually circulating around social media. Here's my issue with it. We've really lost the plot when talking about what it means to be a high-value person. Tons of influencers, dating gurus, and personal accounts paint the image of a rich, handsome, and charming man as the epitome of high value. But being a truly high-value man has very little to do with how much money you make or how attractive you are. Let's break this down even further with this little exercise. I want you to tell me if you'd classify this fictional man as high value. Imagine our fictional man, Brad. Brad is tall, dark, and handsome. He's got a high-paying job, a flashy supercar, and even lives in a mansion. Now ask yourself, would you call Brad a high-value man? The right answer is, you don't have enough information yet. Many people automatically associate being a high-value man with having accrued massive wealth, impressive material possessions, or a high-status career. But these surface-level factors don't tell us the full story. What does it really mean to be high value? There's one core trait that all high-value men have in common: discipline. Discipline doesn't just mean saying no to temptations or distractions at the moment. It's a deep, ongoing commitment to making decisions that cultivate long-term success, decisions that benefit not only you, but also anyone in your social circle. And they practice discipline in nearly every area of their life: physical health, finances, relationships, and emotional well-being. Let's dive into what this looks like. Physical health and fitness. High-value men make health a priority. This isn't just about hitting the gym to look good. In fact, I wouldn't consider very superficial men to be high value. It's about developing habits that make you feel good about yourself and also help to keep your body healthy. They stick to a workout routine, whether that's lifting weights, going for a run, hiking in nature, or simply doing stretches to maintain flexibility. But here's the important part. They actually enjoy their routine. They don't see fitness as a chore. For them, it's a way to feel strong, accomplished, and healthy. They also take the time to educate themselves about nutrition and incorporate healthy eating habits. This doesn't mean they're on some kind of extreme diet, but they care about what they put into their bodies. Meal planning, cooking at home, and eating balanced, healthy foods are key habits of high-value men. And believe it or not, hygiene is also a part of maintaining physical health. High-value men shower, shave, and groom themselves when they need it. In general, they take pride in looking clean and put together. Financial discipline. I really want to stress this point. High-value men aren't defined by how rich they are. They're defined by their financial discipline or their willingness to stick to a budget. A man doesn't have to be a millionaire to be a high-value partner. It's really about being smart with your money. They have a budget, they save, and they invest. They're not blowing their money at the bar every weekend or making reckless purchases to keep up with the Joneses. High-value men are always working towards long-term financial goals. Even if they're just starting out or don't have a high income, they're focused on creating financial stability. Financial discipline also means they aren't relying on their credit cards to live beyond their means. They know how to live within their budget and understand the importance of having money put back in their savings account instead of constantly living above their means. Emotional maturity and spirituality. High-value men are deeply in touch with their emotions and spirituality. Now, I'm not saying they have to be religious, but they are self-aware and make time to get in touch with their subconscious, whether it's through meditation, journaling, prayer, or simply taking quiet moments to reflect. They invest in their emotional and spiritual side. Their emotional discipline and maturity fosters healthy, long-term relationships. They don't fly off the handle at every minor inconvenience or let their ego get in the way of developing vulnerability with their partners. High-value men don't just react to life, they give important decisions real thought before acting. For example, a high-value man is never going to be the type of guy who tries to fight every man at the bar. High-value men can actually process their emotions calmly, and that's one of the major differences between them and low-value men. Relationships and commitment. When it comes to relationships, high-value men don't play games. They're not chasing every woman they pass on the street or trying to be the ladies' man. They focus on building deep, meaningful connections with people they genuinely care about and connect with. High-value men understand the value of commitment, and they're willing to invest the time and energy to maintain a serious relationship. One of the biggest telltale signs of a high-value man is their ability to resist temptations. High-value men are not easily won over, and they don't pick short-term gratification over long-term goals, aka high-value men aren't your stereotypical players or serial cheaters. Instead, they're dedicated to their partner and value trust, honesty, and mutual respect. Because high-value men are incredibly disciplined, their lifestyle breeds loyalty and integrity. Low-value men, the opposite end of the spectrum. Now that we've covered what makes a high-value man, let's look at the opposite end of the spectrum, the low value. The biggest difference between them, self-control. Low-value men have little to no discipline. They're driven by instant gratification and chasing the thrill. They're typically impulsive, disrespectful, and destructively selfish. For example, a low-value man might blow through his paycheck the moment that it hits his bank account. He doesn't think about paying his bills, investing in his future, or having any emergency savings put back. When his paycheck hits his bank account, it's gone in a day. He'll spend it all on his vices like the club or bar. He's also more likely to have unstable, short-lived relationships. Low-value men don't really commit to one relationship. Instead, they end up in messy, toxic situationships over and over again that lead nowhere. They have ever-wandering eyes and they love to follow explicit accounts online. Low-value men are, at the very least, undependable partners. At the very worst, they're neglectful, unfaithful, and even abusive. Unfortunately, low-value men pretty much let down everyone around them. When it comes to health, low-value men really let themselves go. They don't regularly bathe, shower, shave, groom, or do laundry, work out, or do anything to maintain their bodies. Now, I want to interrupt myself here and say that I understand depression, other mental illnesses, and physical disabilities can impede the ability to nurture your body. Here's the difference. A low-value man can exercise, bathe, etc. They just choose not to. They lack the discipline to maintain healthy habits and often let themselves fall into patterns of laziness. Low-value men also are controlled by their vices, whether it's gambling, alcohol, or even being on their phone 24/7. In turn, any future goals often fall to the wayside because of their lack of discipline. The danger of low-value men in relationships. For women, it's crucial to recognize the red flags of low-value men, especially if you're thinking about building a future or having children. A low-value man's self-destructive tendencies don't just affect him, they set fire to everyone around him. If you're in a relationship with someone who constantly burns bridges and sabotages their own success, you'll inevitably get caught in the crossfire. Even worse, children often emulate the behaviors they see in their parents. A low-value man's lack of discipline, poor decision-making, and unstable relationships are going to be the standards your children see growing up. Can you change a low-value man? The harsh reality is that you can't change someone who doesn't want to change. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that they can fix their partner. But true, lasting change has to come from within. A man has to decide for himself that he wants to grow, heal, and become better. Without that personal motivation, anything you do to force him to change will only cause resentment and frustration. So my advice is this: choose a partner who's already on a path that you respect. Don't settle for someone with the hope of changing them into something they're not. And please remember, a high-value man isn't about wealth or physical attractiveness. It's about having the discipline, self-awareness, and commitment to continually strive for better, both for yourself and for the people that you care about. What other characteristics do you see in high-value men? Leave them in the comments below. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe and be sure to click the little thumbs up button at the bottom. And don't forget to go to lumasearch.com to fill out the profile form so we can find you your perfect match. Thanks much and see you next time.